for since the start of this tournament, since we've seen some signs of life out of D13 and seeing these individuals show what they can do. I think Tiger, if you'd asked me a couple of weeks ago or just at the start of this tournament, I would have said D13 have a good chance. But now that Tiger have warmed up into the tournament, I just don't see a world in which D13 can beat them, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's going to be real hard. And even if it comes down to train, I feel like D13, they have issues on this map. They're not flawless. They're not the best team on this map, right? I'm just kind of trying to remember which games we saw if there's a train where some of them were hit or miss. Just taking a look at the results recently. Yeah, they destroyed Bren on it. They got dismantled by Divine Vendetta. 16-7 the scoreline was now, and they also lost to Tyler pretty convincingly. So it's not like, even though it's kind of like their home map, it's not like they're unbeatable on it. And looking at Tiger, yeah, they've only had the one map they played like 3 months back, but there we go, Urcast. If he's gonna hit shots like that, does it really matter if they have experience on this train on this map or not? And it's gonna be 2 bullets, 2 kills, Denko. Urcast has come to play. He's looking for more. He's gonna aggress further. Score's gonna get a kill, but Annihilation finally finds Urcast with a bomb getting planted. It's a 3v3.
Well, Tamir and Annihilation. He's sprinting back up towards the brown holes. Tamir down on the left side near the oil train. And these 2 versus 3 post plants. Not going to be too easy for the young Mongolians. And what? Annihilation looks up. It's going to be 1 kill from Tamir. NCL. Maybe drop. Dobu runs out of ammo after the shots land on the Annihilation. Luckily the kill comes in. And now Tamir, the last remaining player. 1 versus 2. And it just doesn't get to work for him. 9 on the defuse. Has the kit. And it's Tiger that win the pistol.
Little messy post plan there, but at least the first 2 kills from Urcast were just phenomenal. And then maybe he overextended a little bit. I guess he was trying to prevent the bomb from getting planted and expecting no one to be covering. But look at his shots, man. Like, whoop, 1 shot. And I can hear the construction resuming in the apartment, so I'm just gonna mute myself for now.
It is quite unfortunate how that has happened.
They're just hammering. I don't know why they're hammering
it's just
on
so
my
random.
roof.
It's
There's
just
an apartment above. Why?
Well, that's the issue, I guess, with other people.
I know. That's why I don't like people. That's why, that's a problem. I wanted to move out. Like, I wanted to step out to a standalone house, but that's too much of a hassle. So my apartment makes sense. It's usually soundproof, but you can't soundproof someone drilling and hammering a rooftop. Anyway. By coming in for D13. They get the bomb down at least. So, Krieg, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Surprising.
We haven't seen this in a while. For good reason. Because it's not very good. And, well, Annihilation takes down 9. They push on towards the A-bomb site. Coming in from D13, looking to try and reply, but Score is going to show us why he's picked up that Krieg. Follow-up kill from Rit as well through the smoke. Dobu gone. And, well, suddenly it's a 2 versus 5 here. And the round's been won by D13. Just clean, clinical kills taking that A-bomb site. And that's not the kind of round Tiger would have been expecting.
Well, it looks like I was muted all this while because on the stream.
It's just been a rough.
That'd been awkward, awkward silence for a long time.
It's been a rough few minutes, but we should.
It's been rough. I don't know why everything's going wrong for me right now, Denko. It's like hammers and drills, but it's gone wrong for Tiger as well. So at least I have company.
Oh yeah, you're not alone on this one. And well, we haven't seen this one before. We've got our own little room.
Ooh. I like the camera panning back and forth.
Maybe the construction's up here.
Yeah, I just want to look. I just want to look above, like someone drilling on the ceiling or something.
Maybe they're trying to build a studio up there. Maybe that's what it is. It's kind of cool. I like it.
I think this might be my favorite yet so far.
Because we've got a room, you know, and there's windows. Getting shot in the head is highly unlikely from this position. So, yeah, I kind of like it. The little PGL sign as well.
Oh, you know what would be sick? You saw that little bit of an extension right next to it. If you can move over there, I get greedy, you know. Like you can see the extension right above, right? I want it all. I want it all, Dingo. Well, at least they have the FAMAS and AK-47, Dinko. That's something they can work with. But D13, despite losing a pistol round, they're showing that they will not be cowed to their bigger brothers from the region. And it's going to be NCL making contact with Mr. Cap and Ray. 2 quick kills. And with that, NCL and Urcas will be done for, at least for this round. Dobu replies back, though, looking for more. Another kill onto Mr. Cap. That one at the edge of the smoke. And suddenly, it turns back around.
Well, Tamir charging through the connector. Catches out 9. Now we got ourselves a 2 versus 2. Spray coming up from the heaven position. Dobu down on towards Ray. And now it's just Tamir left alone. 1 versus 2 for him on the AK. Gotta find himself so much success here in this scenario. Just not looking good for his chances. Well, further backing. That's going to be the Deagle headshot from afar. I thought for sure that was going to be the Dobu ace, but Cabal comes in and steals it all away. 2-1. Tiger, they do reply off the back of a loss themselves, and that's heartbreaking for D13. They've been given a good chance after winning that second round force buy to commit to this. They also come into it finding a couple of kills and keeping it even, but Dobu, he just shows up on the FAMAS to another level. 4 kills, excellent repositioning. Could have got the ace, but Cabal steals it away.
And again, that was based off the fact that Urcas went for the play, right? He pushed up, he got an AK-47, then the FAMAS was salvaged for Dobu. So, are you really surprised, Dinko, like having such a back and forth affair? I mean, that's what happens in domestic matchups. And when you look at Tiger, the way they've been playing, at least in the past couple of games, and then you look at D13, who have looked so sick so far, at least when it comes to the individuals. Yeah, I'm expecting a series like this. It's going to be back and forth, a lot of individual brilliances coming out, and of course the stars like Score, Annihilation, Raid. On the other side, you have players like Cabal, like Dobe, and of course Mr. Urcas. It's going to be fun. I'm actually expecting a more fun series. It might be scrappy. It might be a lot of back and forth action. Might be a few rounds which might confuse us, Dinko, but at least it's going to be exciting.
And that's exactly what we want to see from our third best of 3 of the day. Feels like we've been charging through these. We've managed to stay on schedule for once. And now we're here in the final best of 3. Score taking a lot of damage on board. Urcas rattling away with the MP9. 9. Shot after shot and all. They're all landing. It's kill after kill. Tamir last alive. 1 versus 4. He's got 1 on the MP9, but much more than this. Not going to be expected. Cabal fully blinded, takes down Tamir. And that's 3-1 for Tiger. And we've seen 9 show up in that round when he's been tested with the players running towards him. Obviously, it is against the lower tier buy and it is against with the scout. But I feel like 9 has to show up today, especially going up against the likes of Annihilation on this map. He is an incredible flashy AWPer. We've seen what he can do in towards that A bomb site. But I think we're kind of romanticizing our last experience on train with Annihilation. I think we remember a big play from him, but for the most part, he was actually quite quiet on the map. He had around, 15 kills, around that number. So before he popped off and got a 4K. So it's not exactly always great here for Annihilation. So he did have a relatively quiet performance in comparison to what we can expect from him. So I hope that he shows up today.
Oh, but does, and you're saying he was having a quiet performance, and I could hear my neighbor starting to hammer down again. But they've quieted down, Dinka. I think normal services will resume, and I agree with you. I feel like that's the thing with Annihilation. We hyped him up, right? Because some of those rounds, you can't take it away. He is extremely good with the sniping weapons, right? With the scoped weapons. But at the same time, if you look at pure impact, it is Score. Score has always been the guy. Yep. And even Tamir, like, is an in-game leader. He's the guy going for plays in the smoke, being sacrificial for his team, buying an MP9, dropping an AK-47 for his teammates while he goes for, these aggro plays. I like Tamir. I like the way he's always in the midst of the action. He's not a sort of in-game leader who's going to sit back and, force the kids to do all the work. He's there in the midst of the action, doing everything for himself, creating those openings for his stars to kind of open up. So yeah, I feel like it's not just Annihilation. He does his job. He's great. He's phenomenal. But I feel like the pressure is actually on Score and Raid to kind of be a little bit more consistent. And 9 as well, like you mentioned, he is kind of like the new player in this lineup. When I say new, he's been around for a while as well. But if you look at NCL and Cabal, these guys have been in the Asian scene, Mongolian scene, this Asian scene for like 5-6 years now, and have shown what they can do. They've had some big wins under their belt. They've played way more events than 9 has. And for 9 being the latest addition to this team, I feel like if he could be someone with the caliber of a Raid or a Score or an Annihilation, I feel like Tiger could be an even more dangerous lineup.
Well, 9, good shot on towards Rit. Catches him out. Now 2-man advantage in play for Tiger, having no issues at the moment to really cleaning up. And this is what you want to see. You know, other than that second round, Tiger have looked pretty good against these lower tier buys. So it's a good sign moving forward. But it's in this next round where we'll get to see the true challenge, the true test, right? This is where we'll see here. The Deck 9 and the Deagle. And, well, they do clean it up, and Dobu and NCL get the final kills. All 5 players staying alive, and so
pretty convincing round though. Like apart from the second round, which they lost again to the pistols, at least that, well, not really pistols. They had like what, 3 rifles there, so pretty good hold here. And again, I gotta say, if D13 don't take this map, I feel like Tiger's just gonna run all over them in map number 2. So, and one thing they've really been good at is opening up these bomb sites with the rifles they have. They've always had pretty solid T sites, and if they don't have that here early on, it's gonna be a problem. And look at the aggression, Dingo. This is ballsy. This is very ballsy from Tiger.
yeah, really ballsy. And well, Urcast, he's a player that we know can show up in these situations. So getting aggressive early on, getting into the face of these young players, that's going to be a statement. And well, Urcast tries to get forward, but he's shut down immediately. Mr. Cap takes him away, and a man advantage opened up for D13 into round number 6. It's going to be Tamir with the kill onto Dobu. Now 2-man advantage in play on the D13 roster. And it's not really looking too great for Tiger into this round. They haven't really found anything. They haven't been able to get a reply. They haven't traded on anyone. So D13, a second round picked up without much resistance. The aggression not working out for Tiger. I would be completely surprised if we go into this next round and see it come through again, because that just did not go well at all. It's an experiment that got just destroyed, and it's going to continue to get destroyed. His score just cleans up the last 2. What a clean round from D13.
I love watching Score with the AK, man. Like, he is so precise. But yeah, aggression from the players, but this is not ideal. Urcast, he dies alone. Dobu dies alone. No trade whatsoever. Cabal, he should have hit that shot. And yeah, everything's just going wrong. Look at this. Absolutely no position for any of the teammates to trade. And I like aggression, Dinko, but that was not how you aggress. The dual op setup comes out, though. They had the money. They need to convert this by, and it is going to be Raid. Not really even going for the full pick, just going for the kind of like a semi-pre-fire wallbang shot there, not finding anything. And now Cabal and 9. Dual ops. Just to one player towards Inner, and that is Urcast. Interesting. Both the ops towards Outer. And look at Dobu's position, Dinko. He pushed down all the way towards Ivy. Now he's going to be falling on back. That's so much information gleaned early on for the CTs. And Tamir going to be coming out. That's going to be 9 falling. Annihilation with the AWP. Oh, that's a nice little bait jump from Tamir, but the timing doesn't work out. Annihilation not able to get the trade. Making it even Stevens for now.
Well, going down and towards the lower side. It's going to be NCL peeking out from connective. Score goes down. Good kill on the AWP. And now man advantage in play for Tiger. Start to walk forward. Urcast. He's behind the smoke on this left here. Mr. Cap. He is in a good position, just trying to cover his teammates. Looking over the top. Bullets are whizzing through. It's going to take a little bit, but not too much to worry about at this point. The Molotov down in front of the connector. That forces players off the angle. Now with 30 seconds left, they move forward. Annihilation with 1 kill. Mr. Cap is doing so much work, and he's looked impressive at the start of this map. It's Dobu and Cabal, the last 2. A 2 versus 2 retake, but the position from Rit, it could be everything, but Cabal is so quick on the trigger. He'll look up to heaven, but it's Annihilation. Of course it is. Nearly gets the fast flick off towards Dobu, but there's enough time surely for this defuse. Now, no kit, but 10-second stick, I think he just has enough time, so it should be all good. And Annihilation nearly hitting the shot, but in the end, it's Tiger that win the retake.
Expensive round, though. Very expensive round. Yeah, double op setup. Just down to the 1 single op save in the hands of Dobu. This could have been even more ruthless. Nice shot from NC. I think it was Cabal there from above. This was good reaction from him to find Raid. If he gets taken down, that's a round done. And I think Annihilation thought Dobu was sticking it, or else he wouldn't have peeked there. But yeah, Dobu clutches it out. Dobu's having a hell of a game. We talk about his player, about how he needs to step up for this lineup, and he's been looking very solid. 10 kills already, if I'm not mistaken here. And trying to go for the wall bang. A little bit of an exchange there, but no one really finding anything. CL. I like this Ivy presence from the CTs though. They're going for early Ivy aggression, and then they kind of like, you know, reposition themselves. And of course later on they check Ivy as well later on. But this basically gives a lot of room for the CTs towards outer yard to play with. All that being said, that is terrible timing from Mr. Cap. How is he not aware there might be CT playing towards E-Box? And that's a big mistake. And that's a player lost early on.
Well, there's a minute. Still in play. D13 losing a pretty pivotal player so far for them. Immediately into the round. Oh, Tamir catches Cabal. He was looking the wrong way. Crossed into the open. He just gets shut down immediately. Now 9 on the site. Couple players boosted up on the blue trade as well. This is looking pretty rough now for Tiger suddenly as they flip things around. 9 dancing around the bomb train, but he's shut down by Tamir as well. And while it's just been cleaned up, Tamir is saying no to everything. There's plenty of time to get this bomb down as well. And that's going to be around collected for D13. It started off so badly, but Tamir, a player that's usually unsung. A player that's pretty selfless in his approach to Counter-Strike. Getting himself 3 kills into the round. So fantastic stuff. And now Urcast, his time's limited. He'll be shut down. Rick gets rid of him. And there's 3 on the board for D13.
That's a huge round, right? Like, it came down to Dobu winning the 1v1 clutch, saves AWP, money completely just smashed by D13 here. I'm not a big fan of how Tiger Holden is out of yard. They're just getting forced back into like the connector area, playing in the back of bomb train. And when that happens, you need to have your protocols, right? And the crossfire really wasn't there. They're just getting picked apart one by one. Some weird angles being held as well. I'd like the aggression. I like a little bit more aggression towards outer yard, maybe towards T-mains, maybe alongside pop lock control as well. You might as well even give up Ivy. It's fine. You can just posture towards Ivy early on, fall on back, and just aggress towards team mid because you're giving so much space and room to work with. And when you have the AWP in the hands of Annihilation, scored and raid with AK-47s, they're just going to be just spraying people down. That is a little messy from Score. I thought he would have got a kill there onto NCL. Instead, kill going the way of the CTs. Although their trade has taken place, Dobu has been found as well, and Cabal's going to fall. So looks like normalcy will resume, but not yet. Urcast finds one, picks up an AK-47. Annihilation finally puts an end to him.
Well, 9, the last remaining player, completely far removed as to what was happening over on this B-bomb site, so he can't really do too much. So that's going to be a 4th round picked up for D13. And they're putting themselves in such a strong position right now where they can build so many rounds out of the T side of train. And we usually talk about this as the half that's one of the most difficult within Counter-Strike. But D13 as a young team have come into this against Tiger, often looked as the best in their country. And so far so good on their T side. They've broken down that economy blur, so finding more rounds, it's looking pretty likely now for D13.
Yeah, at least 9 does save the AWP, so that's something to work with going into the next round. But yeah, the money's completely broken. They went for the force buy, and I kind of understand why they went for it, but there you have it. Five to 4. D13 looking good. It's been a pretty back and forth initial, I mean, at least the first couple of rounds, Tiger stringing a few together, but D13, they've broken the economy. And as long as they play this one smart, try and neutralize the AWP in the hands of 9, they're going to tie things up, Dinka.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way, surely, that they lose to just 1 AWP. And 4 USP, well, 3 USPs and a Deagle. It would be pretty impressive if that was the case. so now, 9. Looking down in towards T-Con. Tamir around the corner. Waiting on with the AK-47. Waiting for this aggression. And now Cabal starting to walk forward. NCL behind him. 1 kill from Score. NCL goes down. Cabal, he gets rid of Tamir on the USP. So 4 versus 4. Strange situation right now in terms of a good bit of damage potentially being done here for Tiger, as now Cabal has an AK alongside the AWP of 9 and a deagle here for Urcast. D13 look to limit the casualties to group up outside of B. All talk goes down in towards Pop Dog. The rest of the squad making their way over towards the B side of the map. Look at the stack coming over here, Blood. They have a good read of this at the moment, Tiger. The bomb, it's indecisive. In fact, it's not going towards B. It's going to bring itself back over towards this A bomb site. Rit's going to be the front man, and the rest of the team going to be gathering over here. This is the perfect call, the perfect decision, and they're going to avoid that stack.
I would like the AWP in the hands of 9 to be maybe towards Connector, at least some eyes, right? They can play it a little bit more passively, just spot out a player, rattle off a shot, scare them back towards inner, but they're not budging. And with 25 seconds left on the clock, yeah, they're just going to go for the full commit here. Moldo's going to be coming in. This should be the save for both 9 and for Cabal. Maybe Orcastovo might feel adventurous, maybe just go for a couple of kills, but I respect that. I can respect the stack coming in from the CTs. Can't really fault Tiger here. They had a low chance of winning this round anyway, and they at least ensure that they will keep 2 weapons into the next round. Bai should be coming in. 9 can drop a rifle, maybe over towards Adobu. Cabal can drop for Urcas, and NCL can pretty much buy for himself, and they have an AWP in play as well. So it's going to be pretty decent buy.
Yeah, it's not going to be too bad for Tiger. Certainly recoverable.
What do you think, Dinko? Like, let's say D13 get to round number, let's say the 8-7 with Tiger with a 1-round lead. Do you think D13 have a chance of, Tiger have a chance of taking this map?
I think Tiger have always got a chance of winning every map in this pool, right? Because that's the thing. Tiger coming in as the big favorites. I think D13, we're more looking at this as the map they have to win if they want to be able to compete in the series, or at least put up a respectable showing, because Trin is their map. It's their home ground. It's the one they've looked most convincing on. So they almost have to win this. But obviously, we can still expect Tiger to be able to put up enough of a fight and even potentially win this. That's how good this team can be. It's just a question of consistency and whether or not they are going to be that good today. Right now, they're not looking awful, but they're not looking as clean and clinical as we know they can be. I think against some of the weaker teams, and what's going to be different now, you're against a domestic team as well. Tiger kind of struggled a little bit against some of the teams they should be beating quite comfortably.
Except for the Vici one, that was dominant.
Yeah, I mean, even the first map,
beating.
Okay, it still won 3 maps, of course, because Vici are just so good at, in terms of, they'll not lose convincingly overall, but those last 2 maps, well, Tiger just crushed them.
I actually, if you go back to the game between D13 and Lucid Dream, if you remember that, that was a scrappy affair, right? It went to like overtimes, all the 3 maps, very close score lines. And I know I'm bringing out like the what's the property called again? The transitive property in maths, which Mitch keeps bringing up. According to that logic, they 16-7'd Lucid 2 maps, 2-0'd. And now they're facing off with D13, and NCL is so blind, he doesn't spot out the player, but he knows there are a couple there. He's going to creep on up. He knows there's one player there, and oh, Annihilation! How does he even stay alive? How is he alive, Dinko? That is ridiculous! So lucky just to escape there, but Cabal, he's going to re-aggress Annihilation. Gets 1 kill. Finally, he's going to fall. 9 taking him down. 3v2 score, 26 HP, and they fall simultaneously. Great roll from 9 there. Oh, you gotta feel for NCL. That's gutting. That was like a couple of... That's 2 kills guaranteed, and he doesn't get anything.
Well, right now, I think D13, even if they don't win another round of this half, I still feel like it's enough to be able to compete into the second. It's just sort of the mental fortitude that you question if they lose every single round in the remaining half. Because at that point, you haven't tasted victory in quite some time. So I feel like D13 have to try and keep it as competitive as possible for a little bit of time. And Tiger, that was a pretty good round from them.
Well, double up setup coming out. 9 and Cabal. Second time they're trying this. I'd like to keep the op towards. I'd like them to go for like a default setup. I feel like they get picked apart too easy, too many times. Like maybe, you know, have the one player towards one of the ops towards connector, have one of the players playing up close, and that is going to be 9 playing very aggressive. This is risky. I'm not a big fan. Tamir's right there. Dobu as well. He should be careful, but at least the smoke's going to bloom, and it's still going to take the fight. Goes for the full commit on the spray, and that's a danger man taken out. Fine score. And the Molotov's going to keep him trapped. That's fine. That's cheeky. I like that. I like that. Oh, but Annihilation not going to fall for it, Dinko. They use a smoke to bait out the fact there's no CTs left, and Annihilation scope just scoped into the position on the dumpster, and well, Dobu, he finds one, but gets traded.
Well, 4 versus 4, round still with 45 seconds in play. And the bomb currently going over towards Ivy. Molotov down into Annihilation's position, prevents the peek even up on top of the pallet. So, no vision really being gained right now.
Well, Cabal, oh, that's a nice little cheeky angle from NCL, and Tamir trying to be a little too cheeky, gets taken down, gets punished for just pushing out from the smoke. And 15 seconds, nothing much they can do, no time remaining. And Mr. Cap Annihilation will have to just hold on to the 2 guns they have here, which they should. Now, money not too grim for D13 yet. They did win a couple of rounds pretty convincingly, keeping a lot of guns alive. So Tamir's going to buy up, Score's going to buy, but Rage should... Yeah, Rate's in a little bit of a tricky spot. Might just go for some utility, maybe a Mag 10 being purchased. You know, trying to go for a little bit of a faster play, trying to sell a fake or something, and let's see what it does here. It's been having comparatively a little bit of a quieter game, has Rate. There's no gun that can be dropped now. Annihilation could maybe drop him something, but Rate's like, you know what? I'm just gonna wield the Deagle. I'm good enough with it. Let's see if that works out. It's Tiger. I think a pretty convincing round as we do enter the last 3 rounds of this half. And so far, it's still pretty even. I'm still not very confident in D13 winning this series, but Annihilation with the op. Again, so good at finding his openings. It's going to be Cabal taken down. Cabal just playing a little bit more aggressive towards Inner, but he's going to be found out. Dobu. Should be a little careful there. Mr. Cap survives on 9 HP. So far, so good. And 9 with aggression. Oh, I'm not too sure about that. He's got his teammate on the bomb train, and we do have Dobu slowly falling on back. The Molotov, that could be it. If you can... Alright, that's interesting. Tosses in a Molotov, but doesn't take advantage of it. As Tamir is going to find Dobu. Tamir just opening up that bomb site. 2 quick kills. Captain, so very good in this sort of situations. And NCL, a lot of work to do. Is going to find 1, 2, won't get the third. Annihilation will be good enough to find him, and it's on Urcast, and he's going to find 2 people looking his direction, and Raid's going to plug his head off. That's a huge round for D13. Annihilation again, so good in finding these openings, forcing Tiger to go for this aggressive, kind of like mid-round aggression, where suddenly they get caught out of the position. And Tamir, massive double kill as well. And with that, Tiger, hard decision to make. I would rather see them just go for some a light buy, but I don't know about this. They gone for the full investment. Still pretty good, Denko. AWP, 3 rifles, and 9 down to 2 HP score. Picking up the AWP, playing his spawn. D13, yeah, they don't necessarily have the tactical depth, so to speak, but I do really enjoy watching the small little plays from them. They're so fun to watch. Still 9, staying alive. 2 points of health, that's all he has to work with, and he's going to be heading over towards Inner. That Molotov, it was tossed on. It actually, He rebounded that off the door. That could have been interesting. So far, 50 seconds, D13 taking it slow. They have no idea where the remaining CTs are, but well, neither do the CTs. 5 players now, slowly creeping up towards Zinna.
Well, just a lower tier buy here from Tiger in terms of what they've been able to bring into this one. Score taking down Aircast. And well, an advantage for the T side. Bomb plant easily confirmed. Potentially even a 7th round now as 9 tries to strike down in towards the back of the bomb site. 35 seconds on the timer. Well, NCL trying to spam away. Tamir in behind the white Trin. They're playing this one quite well, D13. Not overextending, not giving anything away. That's a huge issue now for this D13 roster, for this Tiger roster. You know, they need a couple of kills to get into this retake, and unfortunately, not even a point of damage really being done up until this point. The battle catches one. You can see how many he actually managed to connect onto with a scout, but no kills coming in. It's quite a disaster, really. Another one tagged. Are they always going to survive on barely any HP? Annihilation's the only player who manages to survive with any amount of HP. Score goes down to the bomb. Well, 7-7 evened up.
Yeah, if I'm D13, I'm very happy with the way that played out. They have the money, it doesn't really matter. And for Tiger, yeah, that was a forced buy. They lose the scout, they lose a rifle, but considering how grim it looked there, they still are able to cut a decent buy. 2 MP9s, but so far the CD side from Tiger has looked a little rough around the edges. Gotta bear in mind that it is a map pick from D13, so obviously they would be the favorite team, but 9 fine scores. At least that's one opening going their way.
Well, Tamir holding on. Good push. Dobu 9. Alongside NCL with the kills, and it's a cleanup. Tiger managed to get 8 rounds on the board coming in from the CT half. Now, of course, we usually do and want to see a little bit more from the CT side of affairs in terms of what you're able to produce from this. But 8 rounds, Tiger won't be complaining too much, especially with how solid D13 are on this map. 7 rounds, pretty impressive stuff from D13 nonetheless. Good stuff on the T side. They got off to a pretty scrappy start after losing the pistol, but they answered back and then lose the follow-up round after that. I think this is exactly the type of Counter-Strike you want to see in this matchup. Battle of Mongolia. Number 1-2 team. Tiger being the number 1. And the hungry underdogs trying to take them down. It's quite incredible how much Mongolian presence there is in this tournament. We've got 3 teams.
There are actually a couple of other teams, a little bit lesser known than D13 or let's say Marzalai or Tiger, but it's crazy how much depth there is to this Mongolian scene overall. And yeah, I agree. We were jokingly did say, when we saw Tiger struggling a little bit in a few games earlier last week, where they're like, are they even the best team in Mongolia right now? Maybe D13's better, but then Tiger striking back at the end of week 2, showing that they're still the kings of the region. Nice shot from Mr. Kapler to get the opening kill. And Tiger are basically telegraphing exactly what they have in mind. And these USPs are so deadly. Oh, look at the tags going the way of D13.
Oh, barely any kills though. Right on 2 HP. Urcast doing a good bit of damage. Shuts down the opportunity of getting rid of him. He will head back in towards T-Con. Kabbalah 1 health point. Now just go slow things down. They still have a little bit of time to play with, and they want Dobu to be the player that makes this incredible play and gets them back into things. They get aggressive, and Dobu catches Mr. Cap around the corner. Annihilation's there with a headshot. Urcat's going down. Now a 2-man advantage in play for the CT side. 30 seconds. NCL with 1 kill. Now they move on towards the bomb site, and there's a good bit of damage done to the CT side, but they're still fighting back. Scoring Annihilation, finding the frags, and Annihilation shuts it down. 8 apiece.
Hit a piece D13, winning the pistol round. And they did lose the pistol round in the first half, but they did bounce back with those 4 spies. So let's see if Tiger is able to do something similar. Oh, that's just painful. Annihilation, man. This guy is pistol rounds, any scoped rifle. And even with the rifles, like he's just so sharp, so fun to watch. Alongside Score, of course. And Tiger have opted to go for the full eco. They didn't get the bomb down. It's just the Glocks. Score playing up closer. I'd rather have the MP9 in this position, but what do I know? Oh, are they going to bait it out? There's no way Score climbs with the ladder. Like, no way in hell. Yeah, just going to hold. Good patience from him. Not feeling too frag hungry. Again, for the T's, Dinko, they literally have nothing to work with. No utility, no upgraded pistol, just the 5 Glocks. So this should be just a complete shutdown coming up from D13, and with that, they should be going into the lead.
Well, just the Glocks coming out. It's going to be easily taken down. Kabal just jumping up and down, trying to dodge the bullets, and Annihilation now under pressure. He's going to be spraying away. Ocas with 1 kill and a 2nd kill being picked up. He'll look for more, but he's just staying in position. Annihilation doing a really good job at dealing with this. But a bomb plant, that's exactly what Tiger would have been looking for coming into this one. Tamir scored, finding the frags, and there it is. A 9th round going to be picked up for D13. And, I mean, that's exactly what you'd be looking for coming into the second half. Got this opportunity given to her up against the pistols. She can't afford to lose too many players to can't afford to take too much damage. And now Tiger in a position where they should be trying to answer back now with their weapons. They don't exactly have the AWP available to them. So I think it's just going to have to be the full rifle setup coming in from them. 5 AK-47s. Now this does free them up a little bit, but obviously on a map like Train, you want to have that AWP in play as often as possible.
If I'm Tiger, I'm still happy with that round. Just Glocks, 0 investment to get a free bomb plant out of it. I'll take it. They even get a kill as well. Although it was just the, I believe, 1 SMG lost for D13. Again, it's their map pick. But we've seen D13 fall on this map. They have looked a little shaky. They're not exactly flawless. And Tiger, despite not having really played this map that often in the past few months, they're showing signs that they are aware of how this map works. They seem to have an inkling. At least the CD side setup, some of what they did was, some of the setups are pretty decent. But the T side, that's where it's much harder, Dinko. Train T side, one of the, if not the hardest T side in CSGO right now. And especially the way D13 like being up in your face. That's gonna make life harder. Look at Score. Just look at Score. Look at where he is. It's so unnecessary. So unnecessary, but it works out, doesn't it? He clears it out. He's like, there's no one here. Inner's clear. And they're going to have 4 players now waiting for this inevitable hit coming in from Tiger with 43 seconds left on the clock. It's ridiculous, Dinko.
Well, NCL looking to hold off. It's Rit and Tamir finding kills, and the spray is going to be that for Tamir. It just takes another headshot away. Ocas in the grave, and well, Kabal looking to spray away, but doesn't get anything. 9 just stuck back at T-Con. It's very easy for Tiger just to feel completely suffocated. D13 just trapped them in the position, don't let them out. And there we go, a round picked up for D13, and again, that was against a gun round, so pretty impressive showing so far from this Mongolian team. I mean, and the younger one at that. So I'm kind of excited to see what D13 can do for the rest of Trim, because right now, they're looking like the far better side on this map.
Again, like, some of the plays coming out from D13, like Score just walking up Pop Dog ladder, like, that is just so ridiculous, right? He shouldn't be doing that. That is such a low percentage play, but as luck would have it, there was literally no one spotting there. He would have been a free kill otherwise. So he goes up, he finds there's no one there, he clears out brown halls, conveys information to his teammates that, hey, they're going to be hitting outer, and what do D13 do? Instead of just setting up, sitting in the sights with the crossfires, they know it's an upper hit, so to use a utility to just kind of like take them down before they get anything done. But Kabal drops on like a madman, picks up 2 quick rifles, and suddenly, maybe a little bit of overconfidence from the 2 players that is Score and Raid, 2 youngsters, and the Tiger immediately, they punish them, and now this round is looking pretty deadly.
Oh, Mr. Cap. Oh, I can't get the follow-up. NCL does get rid of him. Now a 3 versus 1. Suddenly, Annihilation stuck in the middle of the bomb site. We see him do great things from this exact position. He doesn't have his AWP. There's only the AK, and he's gone. Kabal takes him away. 10-9. That's a good answer back from the Tiger roster. And that's heartbreaking for D13.
Yeah. Aggression's one thing. This is...
I mean,
yeah,
they didn't go for the double drop. They were lining up the double drop down in towards Pop Dog, and then I don't know what happened here. This is just chaos, really. And that's
why you don't go for the full spray. Sorry.
That's just one of those situations where you can't really do much if you're D13. You just kind of get dropped the Tech 9 to the head.
The mistake I think Rate made there was he went for the full... I think Score made the mistake there. He went for the full spray, right? And his teammate just like drops on down. Boom. Immediately Cabal. The second kill was sick though. And then of course it just kind of fell apart from there. It's been a couple of scrappy rounds, Dinko. A couple of weird rounds, especially somebody's anti-force buys. But Score, opening it up. Remember, D13, they have the 1 round lead, but if they lose this round, if somehow this round slips away from their fingers, the money's going to be in the bin.
Well, Tiger at the ready, utility going out and towards the bomb site. Flashbang following it. Interesting to see how they fare in this A attack. Being a man down, it's not going to go well for them. Mr. Cap is ready for Dobu, gets rid of him easily. Now, 2-man advantage in play for the CT side. Urcast cashes that one, flicks back up, and a second kill collected. Mr. Cap is going to do well on the FAMAS. That's the bomb dropped. That's a big issue for Tiger. And again, it's just Urcast left alone. A 1 versus 3 clutch. Going to dive back. He has the op to deal with and scores Angle. It's held. I've seen a world there where Urcast actually manages to hit that shot, but the op coming through nonetheless from Score. It's 11-9, and D13 do well to answer back after their nightmare scenario from the previous round.
That was a mistake by NCL with the bomb, making its way from Olaf. Like, your teammates got both the kills, the two big kills on the operas towards Z. His Molotov it off as well. This is when you just leave Olaf. You have a teammate towards near E-box, you have Urcast on the bomb side, you play together. You head out there, you get taken down. It's not just about him getting taken down, not being traded. You have the bomb. Small little mistakes being made, and nice try from Tiger actually to bring it back. It was a 4v5. In fact, I believe it was a 3v5 at a point. Urcast actually bringing it back, but well, it's not to be. Very, very slow peek there from Cabal, and Score rattles off a bullet, and he will fall on back. I like how no one's rotated yet. Everyone's still holding on towards outer, and Score heading back all the way to the back. Z now. Let's see him slowly falling on back. Waits for his teammates, tosses in a smoke. Tamir pushing up behind the bomb train. D13 know what to do on the CD side. They have some pretty good protocols. Except for maybe a little bit of some over-aggression from some of the players. But here we go. It's going to be in a play, Dinko. They have the AK, they got a few Tech 9s, and they have the utility.
Well, Annihilation burns away Urcast. Cabal gets rid of Rit, and now we got a man advantage in play for D13. Followed up. Now it's just Cabal left alone in a 1 versus 3. It's not looking at all winnable. D13 have actually been pretty good in these scenarios where they hold the advantages. They don't really give away too many mistakes. So, good stuff. 12-9, and now 4 away from victory on Train. And we talked about D13's prowess on this map, and this is kind of what we expected. The fact that they will be coming in swinging on Train and feeling confident. I think it's when we get into the next map is when we get to see the true outlook of this series, because that's when we get onto a map that Tiger are comfortable on, and we'll get to see what D13 have up their sleeve. Will they be able to compete with the best in their country? You can definitely have your own pocket pick. You know, Train coming in here is your home ground. This is very comfortable Counter-Strike, but the issue I've seen from D13 is sometimes when they get onto the maps they're not so comfortable on, they can sort of fall apart.
Well, see if that's the case though. 9. That's just a little bit of a shot there. Yeah, Tiger is struggling against his defense from D13. They're not used to just the sheer lack of respect being shown by D13 at times. You know, aggression, it's like super high risk plays coming out from some of the players as well. Just catching him off guard. And I like it. Oh my lord. Oh, how does he not get more than a... Well, he gets nothing. But he's done the damage. He's found information. And Tamir is there to finish him off. Orcast down. NCL internally bleeding on 10 points of health. And Raid pushed up all the way towards mid. This is what I feel Tiger should have done on their CD side. Instead of being so very placid and just playing way at the back towards the outer bomb site. This position from Raid, it's almost unplayable now. You know, it's a 4v3. NCL is so very low. If 9 gets taken down with the bomb, there's no one to trade. There's no one to trade. Bomb's down. What does NCL do? 10 HP. He needs to land a shot immediately, and he realizes 25 seconds on the clock. There's not much he can do at this point. So, might as well just save the AWP. And that's exactly what he's going to do, Dinko. Cabal's made his way towards Pop, and he realizes that with 16 seconds, there's too many angles to check, too many players to find. It's going to be 13-9. And for Tiger, money is still not great.
Every round that goes by, it's just looking worse and worse for Tiger. Hard to see a world in which now D13 probably don't go on to win train, so I'm kind of happy for them. I think this is a good showing. The last couple of matchups I predicted against them, mainly because they've looked inconsistent in terms of being good in the entire series. I think D13 could be a potential really good best-of-1 upset team against some of the best teams, but when it comes to the depth of a best-of-3, that's where they do struggle a bit more. So I find it quite difficult to predict in their favor against some of the teams that should be beating them. And I think Tiger fall into that category. So I'd happily be surprised, though, and proven wrong.
Well, a little bit of a timeout getting called, and oh, this is grim for Tiger. They've gone for the eco. They have the AK and the AWP saved to try and make something happen. They can. We've seen them pull it off. But D13, man, this just, I love this in-your-face playstyle. And again, you got to remember, right? When you talk about these domestic matchups, these players play against each other quite often. I'm very sure they usually scrim against each other, so they have an inkling. They have these small little insights and intuition as to how some of the players and how their opponents are playing, which can make things quite grim indeed. That is so unfortunate. NCL, RIP. That was heartbreaking as well. I hope we can see a slow-mo of his body just falling forward with a nade behind him, like his back broke or something.
You like that?
I like that. I do like that.
Well, Cabal gets rid of Tamir. It spams through and catches out Cabal in reply. So it's going to keep the man advantage in play here for D13. Now an AK picked up for Dobu. It was much more potent. I feel like Dobu, he's not playing awful, but he still hasn't really been in a position where I've said his name a whole lot.
Yeah, he had his moments on the CT side, but it's not just him though. Almost everyone seems to be kind of quiet here for Tiger. Dobu flashbang. Not good enough. Raid avoids it perfectly, and it's all on 9.
Nice
well,
try.
Annihilation. He just doesn't miss, does he?
He just really doesn't miss. 21 and 11. This is what we come to expect, though, from Annihilation on the CT side of train. He's just so incredible in towards that A-bomb side connector area.
Okay, let's go to the body. Shout out to our... Oh, look at that. Isn't that cinematic? And it's faced straight into the wall as well. Shout out to Baloo, our replay guy. He's been on point. He's been on point with their slow-mos, catching all the action.
Yeah, I've requested a lot of replays today, and he's lived up to them all, so... Great stuff.
Hey, it's a you know, it's a back and forth job. You know? They make us look good. We ask for good stuff. Ooh, score finds one, but it's a fast play coming in. Oh, second kill. That was fast.
Is there anything this
nice
guy can't
Molotov
do?
there.
He can all-pick it rifle, he can clutch.
He's okay. He's maybe not as fast with the op compared to Annihilation. Okay, he's dead.
Why? Well, it was brilliant up until a point, and he kind of gets caught in position. Annihilation is over here. Ray is going to take a little bit of damage, but they still hold the man advantage. They can slow things down a little bit.
Raid has been quiet this game. Usually it's always score, annihilation, Raid, right? All three of them together, and Tamir having his moment. But Raid has surprisingly been very quiet so far in Train. And that's actually a little bit more scary if I'm Tiger, because that means he is going to wake up. That this is a guy who rarely has a bad series. Nine's Mr. Cap. This is doable, Dinko. This is very doable. I know exactly where Annihilation is. Throwing out all the close angles. And Raid heading all the way from Pop Dog. 2v2, post plant, bomb down. Heavily favoring Tiger.
Well, they're out past the E-box already. 9. Such a strong position. Somehow we've got into this situation where it does favor Tiger quite favorably. You question how we've got into this position. Although Urcast, well, there's one kill for 9. Bomb has been tapped. Annihilation now. He's going to be trying to stick it. 9 drops down inside of the site and runs around the corner. Annihilation off the bomb, and he still hits the shot.
What a god.
How?
He's got it. What a god. What a beast.
He
What
just
are you
comes off
made
the
of,
bomb,
man?
immediately hits the shot back to the bomb.
Replay.
Dusts his shoulder. Dusts off his shoulder. And what? 15-9. 1 round away from victory here, D13.
He's so good.
Yep.
He's so damn good. Like,
This isn't even
like
close
he sticks
anymore.
it. Sorry?
This isn't even close anymore. This is just
Yeah.
incredibly one-sided from D13 in the second half.
Like, that 1v1, like, he sticks the bomb, like, alright, he's just gonna stick it, but then he's gonna get peeked out. He just looks up, boom, dead. Ah, so fast, man. He's 21 years of age as well. Like I said, keep an eye on this kid. Keep an eye on this kid. If Asian CS will achieve anything internationally in the future, he has to play a part in it. He has to at one point or the other. Him and Score, these two kids are so good.
Yeah, definitely one of the best surprises of this tournament is getting to see these guys play like this. Cabal taking down Rit. 9's got himself a good position, but Mr. Cap has now spotted him, and 9 doesn't take the opportunity very well. So he's going to throw the Molotov and deep in towards the back lines. Now 45 seconds in play, 4 versus 4. Mr. Cap will be checking towards Ivy, but he's going to be taken down by 9. And now 3 versus 4, man advantage in play for Tigers. They head into an empty B bomb site. This is looking good for them. They've kept the pressure on towards A, but it's actually the B bomb site where they decide to go. There's still 3 versus 3, but the double op setup retake, that's not going to be easy. And now they've just lost the one rifle. Oh my god, if you had hit that, I would have just died. I would have just ended. Ceased to exist. And what? Annihilation. Yep, just run away, please. Thank you very much. Save that AWP, get it into the next round. It's going to be 10 picked up for Tiger. They're not done yet. And that was a decent round from them.
Ray just dropped out. I think I think he was like, yeah, Annihilation probably clutched it, GG, and he just dropped out of server. If Annihilation really hit that, I might have just torn my throat. I won't lie.
I think I would have blasted everybody's eardrums. Well, the round picked up for Tiger. They do reach double figures, Blair.
Yeah, that's cool. But D13, they look so good. They look so damn good on the CT side. And just in your face. And I like how they're giving kind of like, look, domestic matchups as it is can be a little messy because the teams know each other so well that you don't expect the usual style, you expect from the two of them if they were playing someone else, for example, right? But it just means so dominant. This series is just shutting it down in your face, gathering information. There were a couple of rounds where, I won't lie, I was like, oh, what are you doing, Score? Why are you going up Pop Dog? We'd have a man advantage. Like, it is so unnecessary. But even then, it's just working out for them. So apart from this couple of... Did he get the wallbang kill? Yeah, of course he did. I feel you, Dobu. I feel you. This guy is just disgusting. Well, 4 more kills, Dinko, but 9 replies back. That's a nice kill. Score getting picked off. Maybe aggressing a little bit too much there. Actually, it was playing a little bit of a cheeky angle, especially against the off. It's going to be a problem. Annihilation jumps on out. I like this call. Oh, that's a huge. This is when he just hit inner. Right now. Cabal getting the kill, but Annihilation so quick on a rotate. Finds one. He's trying to do it all by its lonesome, Dinko. The bomb still to make its way. 40 seconds. They need to cross on over. Bomb will be picked up. Urkaz spots out Annihilation. Annihilation doesn't see him. Dono sees him on top. He sees the bomb as well. Urkaz is going to be crossing on over. He doesn't have the bomb. The bomb is on the back of NCL. He's heading towards inner now. And waiting patiently. 9 gets spotted out. This is messy, Dink. I don't even know what's going on. It's the Glock and the Op versus Rage. And Rage just goes up like a madman. There's no need for that. And that's going to draw an Annihilation. Mr. Cap with the AWP doesn't spot anyone out. 10 seconds. They're going to get the bomb down. But this was a round I feel like D13 could have closed out.
What? I don't understand why Mr. Cap falls all the way back there. He could have denied the bomb from crossing, and there's only a few seconds left. But
it's weird.
Yeah, I mean... Alright, saving the double op setup. Yeah, just a pretty scrappy round. I think maybe D13 feel like they've closed out in their head already. But they haven't, so stop making these mistakes. The more mistakes they make, it's going to let Tiger get back into things.
Also, Raid taking that fight at Pop Dog. I don't know about that. Like, he knew he has an op and a Glock, but is it worth it? Was it really worth it? I don't know. That was just messy. Again, a little bit of like D13 being a little on the edge of the seat. It felt like, you know, very panicky rotations and over rotations and weird positioning coming out from some of the players there. Like you mentioned, Mr. Cap playing all the way at the back, just preventing the bomb from making its way down. Great as well. That was just so weird. Yeah, Ray, you deserve that. You deserve that.
You don't get away with that. Well, Annihilation up on the bomb site towards A. Chilling in this position right now, and these are the kind of rounds where you almost feel like there is a good chance for D13 to win it when Annihilation has all of the pressure on his shoulders to perform with this AWP. We know these kind of rounds have gone D13's way in the past. Look what position he's in. Sack spot he does the damage from, and now Dobu. His position given away. Rick gets aggressive and catches out an AK. Now he can pick that up and fall back into a more passive position and allow this round to unfold. Annihilation has gone back into connector, and Score is playing from the site itself. He's trying to take those initial fights while Annihilation gets the info and gathers it for the late game. Under a minute in play, and Tiger weren't committed towards the A-bomb side, but now they've fallen away. Now they're going to try and figure out what they want to do.
Them falling back towards teammate, and they know that Annihilation spotted them out, so it might be... D13 might be thinking that Tiger think it's inner. And with that, they're going to be sending 3 players back towards Ivy with 30 seconds on the clock. It's ballsy. And could have worked out, but Rate. Now, I've questioned his aggression, Dinko, and I haven't questioned that, but he still gets the kill, so what do I know? Honestly.
Quite a bit, Blair.
Well, I'd like to think that.
Oof. 9 has just made this a 3 versus 3, so we're tied up again. All planted. Are we trying to close this? If possible, but 9 says no. 3 kills picked up in the round 4, and just Tamir left alive. The Tiger, they're not done yet. They're fighting back. Dobu taking down Tamir. And, well, Tiger fighting back. 3 rounds away from overtime, Blair. Decision to make, economically speaking, here for D13. Shouldn't really be expecting a bite.
Huge round from Raid there. I wasn't, sorry, what am I saying? Huge round from Raid. Huge round from 9 there. I just want to point out that Raid's position there, after he gets the kill towards Pop Dog, I'm not a big fan. Now, he had many options available, playing towards Olof, playing towards, staying towards Pop Dog itself, right? Playing on the bomb train, something like that. But that was kind of like a one and done spot. Now, he might not have been expecting the play coming out from the CTs towards Ivy, but still, I feel like if he stayed alive there, even if he doesn't get killed, if he just stays alive giving information, that's going to be good enough. I like how Score was just left and right and right and left, but in the end, clean round coming out from Tiger and Dinko. D13, it was 15 to 9. Or 15 to 8, something of that nature. And now Tiger are 2 away from taking to overtime. This is very doable.
The bomb getting planted. And Tamir is just kind of sitting hoping that a player overextends and runs in towards connector. He would be able to save the weapon, but he would be able to actually do a little bit more damage and pad the stats a little bit. It's going to be hard check that Molotov clearing him out. 9 with another. That's a 3K back-to-back, I believe. So 22 and 16. Just having a grit time towards the end of this. And overtime is a real possibility. And if Tiger pick up Train, I just see a 2-0. There's no way that I see D13 mentally recovering from this, for one, and also being able to win the second map. So I feel like Tiger, if they pull this to overtime and manage to be able to pick this up, then we could be just seeing them walk away with this blood. And we're back.
We're back. So, you know, okay, I'll tell you which office I'm talking about, right? So you have this building, right, with the PGL logo and everything. And it's the one to the left of this. Now, you can't see it yet. You'll show it when it pans away from it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ah, it's the one overlooking where you set up the smokes and everything. Ah, never mind. You know what? I'm happy with this. I like this office. Oh, there we go. The one on the left. There we go. That's the one. The one, the windows you just broke.
You want that one?
That's better. Yeah, I want that one. It looks better. It's higher up. You get a better view. You know.
Oh, Blair. Once you get the big bucks, you can afford that one, right?
One day, Dinko.
Saving up.
Esports money, baby.
We'll take. You know what we'll do? We'll take Mitch's money and we'll just buy that.
Yeah, he doesn't need it, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, there we go. Well.
At this point, I honestly do see Tiger winning the next few rounds here. They have looked good. They have looked unstoppable. But I suppose this is the first sort of buy we've seen for D13 in a while. But 9, he just isn't stopping. He's hitting every single shot. Really able to get one back, but bomb has been planted over towards B, and it has to be a retake.
How are you not? It's overtime. Look at the money, Dinko. This is where you save your guns right now and run away. Run far, far away. All right, score gets the kill. 3v3. They have 3 smokes in a kit. There's no way you're going for this retake, and there we go. Look at the money, Dinko, for the CTs. They are broke. Now, Ray can drop something for his teammates. Again, he has to make a decision. Like, he can drop a gun, but that means utility will be sparse. Annihilation. Taking away a few weapons from Tiger. But honestly, looking at the money they have Tiger right now, they're not worried about this. And 9, like you said, I think, what, 7 kills in the past 3 rounds? 2 of which were like 3Ks. It's very impressive.
Not bad at all. $81 grenades used from Ray on this map, 21 smokes, 21 Molotovs, 13 HE grenades, and 26 flashbangs. Not bad at all. I think on a map like Trin and Inferno, you see a lot more Molotov usage than you do on other maps.
Yeah. He has been impactful, at least with the utility, if not, you know, in the fracking department, where he's still had a few good rounds here and there. Rate's like, what, 17 or 18? So young. Some of these players in this lineup. Droney McDrone face. And away he goes. Final round of regulation, Dinko. D13, they have a buy. Yeah, it's max loss bonus, they would have a buy anyway. My math was so off, but they haven't been able to do anything. And 9 has just been picking them apart. You know what's going to happen, right? Annihilation's going to get a 4K and just close this one out.
Well, Tamir gets rid of Dobu. Good start coming in for D13. This would be heartbreaking for Tiger, you know, fight all the way back to the last round of regulation just to lose out 16-14. Urcast, he looks to be the man to pull it into his own hands. The good headshot, but he's going to be shut down from Tamir that just swings from the bomb train. Urcast is looking over towards Hell, but NCL He's got the kill back in. Annihilation, he's still alive. He's still inside of the site. He's going to flick out to the right side, and that's the bomb going down. Just over a minute left, and I think Tiger have actually hit a brick wall here. They have no control of B. Cabal's still stuck in Pop Dog. There's barely any map control right now. It falls on to 9, who hasn't really got involved just yet, to try and pick off a player here. And even then, they'll still only be pulling it back into even odds. So this is not looking good for Tiger. It looks like D13 might have just done enough. They don't have the bomb in their possession. No one peeking from D13. No one giving them an opportunity. Comes on to 9 to find this kill. Cabal shuts down Rit, though. And now they can focus together. Now this 2 versus 2 becomes winnable. Especially with 30 seconds still in play. One flashbang goes down in towards the side itself, but 9 don't really start worrying about that bomb at this point. 20 seconds. All they're doing is just sitting back now for the D13 players. They know they don't have to do much. They can just wait for this bomb plant. Now it comes through. Bomb recovered and planted. Now post-plant position has been held. This would be an incredible round to pick up for Tiger. A big round. And 9 is going to find the headshot. It's all onto Annihilation. A 1 versus 2. A round that looked done. This series looked like map number 1 was going to go in favor of D13, but now Annihilation have to pull off an incredible 1 versus 2, and I just don't see it happening. It's going to go to OT. Tiger have fought all the way back here on train. And D13, where's their mental attitude going to be at now, Blair? 15-15, we reach overtime. And that just must be completely mind-breaking for D13.
Absolutely just beaten down, right? 15-9. 15-9 for Tiger to win 6 in a row on the T side of train. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong, especially once he got the opening kill. Like you said, it was a 3v2, bomb down in no man's land, and somehow they bring it back. Oh, that was a nice little snap by 9. 9 just wakes up. He just woke up the past few rounds. And yeah, you had like, a couple of rounds, just 1 kill or 2 kills, but still each kill was so instrumental in Tiger taking this overtime. And I agree with you, Dinko. If this map slips away from the hands of D13, Tiger's going to win this 2-0. They just would have broken the morale of D13 as more of a stats for you guys. Swift Ice, yeah, 100%. 9 has just woken up in the past few rounds, and I do believe he's right now top of the server as well. And just 1 frag shy of Annihilation is sitting on 25, I think. So for all the players, we talk about Dobu, we talk about Cabal, NCL, and Urcas, and 9. The unsung player of this lineup, keeping them in the game. Here we go, overtime. Gotta remember, this is the Valve overtime. That means 10k start money. Meaning, if you lose 2 rounds back-to-back and don't save any weapons, you will be kind of broken the final round. Here we go, 9 again! Opening pick, and he's channeling his own Annihilation, I guess. Kinda.
Yeah, he's being the solo carry in a lot of these rounds, and we sometimes talk about 9 being a little bit quiet, but this is a showing from him that they desperately needed. Now Rit holding on, the double push coming through. That's just good trading coming in from Tiger. Now Mr. Cap and score, well, 2 versus 4. Could be looking good for them. Mr. Cap gets rid of Cabal. Now 2 versus 3.
Save.
Has to be. 10k overtime, double up setup, huge investment. Can't afford to throw those away. Can't afford it at all. Now 16-15. Tiger just not stopping. They keep winning rounds. Even when they're looking good for D13, they haven't been able to get them over the line. I think it was a 15-11, and now it's 16-15.
It's 15-9.
15-9, so even worse.
Yep.
That's
7 rounds in a row.
I do feel like D13 kind of just thought they had already done enough. It's kind of switched off, and Tiger switched on.
Tiger switched on, 9 switched on especially.
Oh yeah.
And did you notice, like, once you reach 15-9, and this is a classic case of, even Tyloo does this quite often, they have the lead, and then they stop doing what they were doing to win the game, right? You have such a massive lead. They were in the face of Tiger. They were just taking the fight to them, just suffocating them, leaving no space to work with. And then suddenly, what do we see from D13? Playing passive, playing from the bomb side, just waiting patiently for Tiger to go for the plays. And Tiger just picking them apart one by one by one. No trades taking place. Some huge rounds coming out from NCL. And basically, D13, like you said, they stopped not saying they stopped playing, but they started playing so passively and kind of allowed Tiger back into the game. And now Tiger with the lead after 7 rounds back-to-back. Tamir trying to be cheeky, but look at this. The pain train coming out, Dinko. Now Tiger are waking up. Now Tiger's looking angry, and they're looking to close this one out. Urcast hearing out the angles. Annihilation still there. Not able to land a no-scope in time, though. And it's all on Score and Raid to make something happen. Raid finds Urcast, but it's still a 3v2, and is down to 19 HP. Score with the AWP towards the Ivy area. Bomb yet to be picked up, though. So after the initial skirmishes, no one left on the A bomb site. That is that's... What? That's crazy.
Well, round picked up for Tiger now at this point. NCL over towards Ivy. I think his footsteps have just been heard, so Score takes him away. All planted over towards B. Still just can't see a retake. Really working out here for D13. Got to be so successful in finding these quick kills. It's still looking highly unlikely with the positions being taken by the Tiger players. 9 holding down towards the backside. Dobu and up over it. Walks right into him, and 9 as well cleans it up. 17 to 15.
At least the fact that they saved a couple of guns in the previous round means they have a bit more money in the bank here, but my word, it has gone so wrong for D13. 15-9 to 17-15. And Urcast, man, just opening it up. 3 kills for him. Just making that bomb site his own. And now, final round. MP9 to double up. Annihilation and Score. Raid being aggressive, but the flashbangs are so good. Raid so blinded. But at least he has Score to provide him cover fire if needed. And NCL should be wary of that fast little flick from Score. Raid re-aggressing.
Oh, Dobu runs right into it with the MP9. Gets rid of him. Annihilation coming in as well. It's going to be clean up coming through on the board. Cabal gets 1 kill. Rit goes down. That's a 2 versus 4 with a huge advantage for D13. Their first round in a very long time, potentially coming their way. And the most unlikely of ones as well. Tamir crosses in the smoke. Cabal walks right past him. Tamir sees he's clear, but they've walked right past each other. Oh no.
What?
Cabal. He's going to pick up the bomb, and surely comes down to spotting Tamir on the stairs. He's seen him. He knows he's there. Now he has to be ready. Oh, what? How?
Why?
What?
Oh, what?
How have you not seen him? You reacted to
You saw
it.
him.
You literally reacted to that. Oh. I don't know what's going on. And now Urcast left on a lonesome. Gets a headshot. Still 4 more players to find. Oh. Well, this is just one of those rounds, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. But, well, D13, they do get the 1 consolation round here. As we do, look at the scoreboard. Annihilation, 28 kills. He was very quiet in the second half. He had 25 kills, I believe, going to overtime. And then just like 3 kills. Let's see what happens here, though. Second half, Tiger. CD side almost feels like an ancient memory. I don't remember what they did in CD side. And they're going to go with a double upset of their own. 9. Feeling really, really ready with the big green ball as well. Single off. The hands, of course, for Annihilation. AK-47s everywhere. Well, you know what I like to see from Tiger right now? It's just in your face, up close, just bombarding this teammate area, just smoking it off, just aggressing and not giving any space for D13 to work with. I think that's something they failed to do on their CD side, and that's something that D13 took advantage of. So love them to do it right now. Oh, that's chunky net. That's much more like it. Another one. Well, Molotov kind of failed. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Needless.
That is so weird. Needless.
Well, luckily, Dobu does get an eventual trade onto Tamir, so they haven't really had too many issues off of it. They haven't been punished massively right now, but 55 seconds. D13 are leaning still over towards A with the bomb, at least. Currently, most of the majority of the players here for Tiger.
I don't understand some of these rounds. The moment the Molotov failed for NCL, he should just fallen on back. There's no need to go for the full commit there. It was unnecessary. Set. Perfect read from Annihilation. Score up close Cabal. Not expecting how deep score was. Dobu does strike back. Don't peek out like that. You want to wait for your teammate. He gets taken down. It was a 2v3. He was maybe feeling it, maybe thinking he could just take matters into his own hands. Now it's all on 9. And as phenomenal as been in the past few rounds, Dinko, this might be too much for the lad. Mr. Cap Annihilation, but looking towards that direction. And of course they have Rate as well. Just looking to spot if he does head in there. Head into go for that retake. So there you have it. Scores tied up again, 17 all. 9. He wants to save his AWP. Tiger, they need to win the next 2 rounds to take it to win the series. And for D13, they need to make they need to have a flawless second half here. 17-17 can go either way.
Definitely can. Tiger losing control of this towards the recent rounds. Oh, D13 looking to try and clean it up. 2 more rounds for them to try and recover what has been a map that has looked good for them from the beginning, and until a certain point where Tiger just grabbed control of it. Managed to pull all the way back to overtime.
All. Yeah, honestly, I feel like at this point, and I mean, not trying to be a hater or anything, I like Tiger to just win it. Because, well, D13, they had 6 map points. 6 map points. You had so many opportunities to close it out. And most of those rounds were buy rounds as well. They had the guns, they had the weaponry. They allowed Tiger back into this game. I just feel it's fair. Nice flashbang there. The ball would have been done for Annihilation. Oh, gets spotted out. And he won't make his escape. Dobu finds a kill. Spraying through the smoke. And Score trying to be sneaky. NCL. The timing, no flashbang, mind you. Just goes to the dry peak. And he gets the kill. It's so strange how they're winning some of these rounds. Or rather, how they're winning some of these duels, Dinko. It's... like, you cast EUCS for a while. Anytime, every time a CT goes to the peak towards Pop Dog, there will be a flash, if not 2 flashbangs from his teammates. Antil just walks in dry and he gets a kill.
Well, NCL, couple of kills. Rit and Timmy are both going down. Now it's just Mr. Cap, and oh, that's awful timing for NCL. But luckily, 9's available, and it's map point for Tiger here on Train. And they just need 1 more round, and they've got it under their belt. A map that we said D13 should be picking up. They should have picked it up. They were in the lead by quite substantial margin, and now they've let it all slide away. 18-17, they again under pressure. Will it be overtime number 2? Or will we find ourselves going to the second map with Tiger, the victors of map number 1?
This is atrocious from D13 towards Pop. Also, I can't really blame them because NCL just walked in dry. Like, what do you do against that?
Well, Dobu, he's going to go down. Rit, taking 1 kill. Now man advantage in play here for D13. And NCL is going to pull that back immediately. Score just kind of peeking out on his own. No trade potential. Not really a fan of that.
Also, the way Rate played that angle, just playing anti-flash, he knew exactly what Tiger were up to. He knew exactly what Dobu was going to do. I feel like this could be it. If you look at the setup from 9 and NCL, This is where D13 usually struggle against when they have this aggression towards teammate. But if they head towards Inner Dinko, which looks like it's going to be the case, Tamir and Mr. Cap making the way there, while we do have Raid trying to kind of just throw a fake over towards Ivy. It's going to come down to Urcast. Now he's got the M4. We know how good he can be. And he has an incendiary, so if he can kind of like delay the bomb from getting planted, they have used up all the smokes as well. So if he just tosses in a Molotov there, that's going to delay them for a few seconds. Got a nade as well to follow up if needed. And there's going to be rotation taking place. Bomb is fully committed, and it's going to be Mr. Cap going down. But no, Tamir's actually going to be heading on back. Mr. Cap was a player who went down. But 3v4. They have control the outer bomb side. Bomb is going to get planted with 16 seconds on the clock. 3v4. Tamir, Annihilation, and Raid. And I think they might be able to pull this one off, Dinko. I just kind of have a feeling in my bones.
Well, they have got good control of the side, but Urcast is going to walk forward with the M4. He checks to the left side. Annihilation with a kill on the Cabal, but Urcast, he's good for one. And now the pressure truly is on for the last two remaining Ts. Annihilation's still alive, though, and he doesn't miss shots. He'll go back for more. NCL gone, and now it looks like double overtime is coming our way. Urcast taps the bomb, but he's still got a 1 versus 2 in his hands. He'll catch an opportunity onto Annihilation, but no smoke. Can't really deal with this. He turns and finds one. Now the time really is taking 2 seconds. Annihilation doesn't peek. He's won the round here. Good stuff from Annihilation, just hiding away. It's just not enough time for the defuse, unfortunately. Just 1 second away, and it's 18-18. Double overtime coming right up.
4v3. You're about to lose the game. You're about to lose your map. You're about to lose a series. Sorry, rather, well, setting yourself to lose a series, and Annihilation, of course, shows up. 3k from him. 3 shots. Everyone hits. And we're back to square one, Dinko. Overtime number 2. 10k start money. Scores tied up. It's the game that keeps on giving.
Doesn't stop. Just round after round. This is the first overtime of the day. Closest game of the day so far as well. In terms of maps, at least. We often see some, one-sided affairs on some maps, and then we get to the third map, and that's where things are very, very close. But we're starting things off immediately with a close affair. That's where you like to see.
Yeah.
Kind of shows that there is a true top battle for the top spot in Mongolia.
Oh, I don't know yet, Dinko. I feel
in terms of map number 1, at least.
Oh yeah, in terms of map number 1, this is like so even, isn't it? Annihilation and 9, they had a battle of like a long battle of patience there. Pretty much an enemy at the gates scene going on there. Annihilation coming out on top. 9 is patience finally giving out, going for the peak, and Annihilation was kind of quiet in the first half of overtime, but just waking up the final round. Right in the nick of time as well. He has been instrumental in D13. Well, almost having won this, but now looks like he's waking up and trying to like close this one out. A little bit of a ruse towards Zinno. Urcast calling for reinforcements. We have the rotations taking place, but there is still a player towards that outer yard. That is going to be Cabal with the AWPs playing towards Ivy. Watching for the cross. He finds one. Gets 2. He knows as the player is crossing over to the bomb train, it's going to be Raid. He finds another kill. Cabal is not stopping anytime soon. Finally, Raid drops him. Now it's a 2v2. Score and Raid. They're going to have to get the bomb down. 5 seconds, just in the nick of time, though. And Urca slowly walking up. He can't make any sound. And he hears both of them running away. He knows where they both are, but Score is still going to be good. Gets the kill. That is so big. Cabal, I felt like he'd done everything he could. 3 kills. Bombed out 5 seconds, and in the end, unfortunately, Score and Raid, the 2 youngsters, stepping it up. D13 this time, facing success in the beginning round of overtime.
Well, good start for D13. And now over here for Tiger, it's the double up setup again. The M4 is in play. D13, we're going to try and rectify a couple of the issues they had throughout the first overtime and regulation. And off to a good start here. Maybe this is where Tiger's luck is dried up a little bit. 9 has slowed down a little bit in comparison to what he was doing towards the end of regulation, so I mean, that's definitely going to be influential.
Well, using a little bit of utility, throwing out the whatever nades the CTs have, and they still have a second phase of utility remaining, Dinko. So they could easily go for the second set of nades. There we go. And now the hit's going to be coming in. It has to be Urkas going big, but Ray just runs out from the smoke like a wraith, gets the kill, and disappears back. That's just ridiculous. And Mr. Cap pushed all the way to its connector. He's going to sneak in through the smoke. And NCL, he has no idea where he is. Mr. Cap's done the job, and also more unnecessary. But at this point, you want to save your two AWPs, 9 and Cabal. You have no money left. 0 money left in the war chest of yours. You want to fall back here. Save the two AWPs. At least try to get one more round in the CD side. And I don't know what Cabal's thinking there, Dinko. I don't even know if I was thinking.
That would probably be the most reasonable of explanations. Ones that kind of line up. Come on, 9. He's trying to get into this next round with an AWP. Oh. Not going to be able to do so.
Oh.
And now look what they've got. Nothing. It's going to be 21 to 18. It's going to be flawless from the T side. D13 reach map point again, surely at this point. And potentially finally taking it over the line. A little bit prolonged. Could have been a 16-9. But instead it's going to be a 22-18.
I'm still gonna wrap my head around my head around what the final two players were doing there. You have two AWPs. The player runs up, kind of like a semi-quasi one-man retake scenario. Picks up an AK, dies. The second player just sticks around. Just run for Ivy. You have the two ops and still make it work. It's trained CT side. You know, two MP9s, a Deagle, two AWPs. Yeah, I've seen teams win rounds on the CD side with much less than that. It just some extremely questionable decisions being made by the CTs. I'm not a big fan. NCL, however, does find Tamir. He's trying to get something done, and with that, D13 immediately pivot towards his B bomb side, where Urkas is alone, Deagle in hand, Cabal with the scout peering on top, providing him some covering fire. And a smoke to delay them for a few more seconds, but they have a lot of time to work with Dinko. 55 seconds. They're kind of pushing on in. Or are they? No. Just a few bullets being rattled off. Norcast, what can he do? Eagle in hand, all alone on the bomb site, and here comes the train. The D13 train pouring out into the bomb site, and they're not gonna check. And Urkas finds a double. He's done such good work looking for the third kill. Runs out of bullets. Annihilation finds him. It's a 2v2. Now NCL creeping up from behind with the AK-47 and Dobu with the MP9. They have no kit. They didn't make this much faster. I don't think they're aware of how close Dobu is, though. Dobu coming from above, and Score gonna get caught out with a knife out in hand. It's all an Annihilation. 1v2. We know he can pull this off. We've seen him hit some of the nuttiest shots we've seen so far. Finds Dobu. 1v1. NCL, 29 points of health. No kit. And Annihilation just dancing around. It's playing this to perfection. And that's going to be a flawless half coming out from D13. Annihilation with a 1v2 clutch to close it out.
Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what you need from Annihilation. 36 and 19. What is this performance from this guy? He is unbelievable. We usually talk about Score being a player as well, stepping up. He's 26 and 21, not bad at all. The rate is up there. The three individuals popping off for D13. They could have closed this so much more convincingly. But now, they might just do a double overtime. It'll be the same result. They'll have the map under their belt, but they'll definitely have had to work for it. And the fact they've had to work for it is hard. Kind of scares me going to the next map, to be honest. We'll see if we can see if they get it over the line. It's going to be a tough road for Tiger. After realizing they could have been in a position where they take the first map away, but Urkas shutting down Tamir. It's a trade kill actually, because they initially lost that first player.
V4 and NCL just sitting in the smoke. Timing is everything. Mr. Cap spots a player out. Gonna face them together. Yes, they are. But smoke's gonna bloom. Malta's gonna force out. NCL so lucky to stay alive, getting tagged down with the AK, as well as the Molotov just burning him. Look at this re-aggression. They want to close this one out, Dinka.
Rich shuts down NCL. Urcast. Yeah, up on top of the blue trade. Mr. Cap is trying to jump it up on top of the green one. Urcast comes over the top now. Mr. Cap spots him. There we go. I was wondering how long that was going to take, but he does see him. And this should be it now, Blood. There's only 2 more players remaining here for Tiger. This should be done. Should be wrapping up Train and heading on to the second map. And Dobu, well, he takes down Annihilation, but he's going to be shut down by Mr. Cap and Reply in 9. He does so much in this map to put them into a winnable position. And there was a big part in their success, being able to claw it to overtime. It will be D13 who take it away, 22.